Good morning, Steve Ray in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, it's the last day of the month. Yesterday was kind of interesting, in which a lot of people thought the markets overnight would trade higher. This because of a dry weather pattern down the road for 35% of Brazil and Argentina growing areas. We did see some rains in southern Brazil and northern Argentina, but some people think that there's been some damage already done to the South American corn and soybean crops, and that if La Nina kicks in, they will see some dryness in those areas that got rains, southern Brazil and eastern Argentina, throughout the growing season. The market's thinking that that could have a rippling effect and increase demand for U.S. corn and soybean exports and lower our carryouts to levels that suggest higher prices. Overnight, we were unable to trade over the $12 area in Jan beans, the $400 area in Jan soy meal, and we're back below the 38-cent level in January soybean oil because of lower palm oil prices. Corn was unable to approach the 440 area in the March, and wheat's having trouble staying above $6 in March Chicago wheat. Again, dryness will be the persistent forecast for the southern plains, and temperatures turn cooler than normal across much of the U.S. Midwest. In the Baltic areas, no real precip is noted in Russia, and temperatures look to turn colder. So we'll have to see what impact that has. But the Russians have decided to subsidize domestic flour use versus cutting into their export demand. So we'll see how that affects prices. We do have the hope of a vaccine here in the U.S. Starting maybe as early as this month, but more importantly over the next first half of 2021. We'll see how that impacts our economy, but right now many people feel that it will help economic growth here and increase the demand for raw materials and commodities. In China, we noticed their economic data is moving ahead post-COVID there, and that could help their demand for imports of beans and corn and maybe a little wheat, and also some raw materials like copper. And so that is helping, I think, support those particular markets. So again, the funds are long going into the last month of the year, and we'll see if they want to hold those longs or if they want to pare back a little bit. The numbers still suggest soybeans trading over $12, meal over $400, soybean oil closer to 40 cents a pound, even maybe higher, and that could drag wheat prices up also, especially if the dryness in the southern plains and Russia continues into 2021. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.